Hello. For my creative correspondence project, I have George Balanchine and Diane Arbus, who was a famous photographer. August 17th, 1953. Dear Mrs. Arbus, my name is George Balanchine, and I am writing you as I'm very interested in your commercial work and would enjoy you to come take photographs of this new piece of mine that I am creating. I am a dancer and choreographer that has created many works in my time. In the past couple of years, I have choreographed the successful works titled Firebird and Swan Lake. This work will be a recreation of the famous work The Nutcracker, which was first choreographed by the great Marius Petipa. It will go to Tchaikovsky's original score, The Nutcracker, which was originally created in 1892. Since it is a brand new piece of mine, I would like photographs of all sides of this process in creating this all the way up until it premieres in New York City. There is just something special about taking a work of one of the great ballet choreographers and recreating it to make it my own. What is also special about this work is that it will be the first work that I will be setting on the New York City ballet dancers. This is a great honor of mine, and I will like to have the pictures to remember this opportunity forever. This job will consist of you coming to rehearsals, costume fittings, and anything else that has to do with this piece. You could pick where you would go when we had certain activities so that you can also get the shots that you want if you could it could possibly create a new portfolio for you. Overall, I would really just like everything about this piece to be documented in pictures, as I feel this is going to be extremely successful. I know this is out of the blue, so feel free to ask as many questions as you feel fit. Please let me know what you think about this offer. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Yours truly, George Balanchine. August 22nd, 1953. Dear Mr. Balanchine, I'm extremely interested in what you have to offer. I'm a photographer, although I've been growing a slight disinterest to commercial photography, so I think photographing this would help me find new interests. Some of my works are titled Boy Stepping Off the Curb and Women on the Street with Their Eyes Closed. I have never been a dance photographer, as you probably could have guessed from the titles of some of my work, but it is never too late to broaden your horizons. I have always been interested in catching people off guard, or even people that simply made me photograph them. There's nothing like the energy that someone emits off that is so strong it pulls me in and intrigues me so much that I need to capture in the moment. Those are the best photographs in my opinion. I like to get the shots that other people wouldn't bother getting. My work tends to be more peculiar and not everyone's favorite. But really the biggest critic is yourself. So as long as I see minimal amounts of things wrong with the shot, then I feel that it is a success. Hopefully this experience will allow me to get the action shots or even candids that any other photographer wouldn't even think about getting of your dancers. What piqued my interest the most was the fact that this piece will be premiering in New York City. How exciting! I was born and raised there, now spending my whole life here, and would really enjoy taking part in such a thing. I do have a couple of questions that follow, as I have some personal issues that could possibly get in the way of me following this job to the end. When would this piece be premiering? How many dancers would be involved in this work? Would there be males and females? Will this be indoors, as it has been sweltering hot in New York City lately? Please answer me at your earliest convenience, Diane Arbus. August 30th, 1953. Dear Mrs. Arbus, thank you for your timely answer. Please feel free to call me George. I'm ecstatic to hear that you're interested in the job. I grew up in St. Petersburg, Russia, so I can only imagine the feeling of being able to do what you love in the city that you love so dearly. At the age of 9, I was sent away to study at the Imperial Ballet School. This is an extremely prestigious opportunity that I will be forever grateful of having. It helped my love for the art grow bigger than it could have done on its own. It was hard having to move away from my family, but in the end it was the best thing for me at the time for many reasons. I do not know where I would be today without getting admitted to the school. It makes everything come full circle, as I am now training my own dancers that I hope will be better than I ever was when they grow up. There's nothing like training so hard at something and becoming successful in it as you get older. Now back to business. To answer your questions, I am planning to this premiering in early February of next year. The cast will include both males and females of all ages. The lead roles will be 2 10-year-olds, 1 male and 1 female. The cast is rather large, but please do not be overwhelmed by them. It could potentially hit up to 90 dancers total in this piece, plus more that could possibly join. At the end of the day, They are all there for the same goal, so I do not foresee any problems arising. It is important that you are there to capture all these special moments that are yet to come. Of course, those will be held indoors, out of the sun. I'm hoping that this will have the opportunity to premiere at City Center. Of course, all these details are up in the air and it is not official in the works yet. But hopefully in the next few weeks, I will have more concrete answers for you. Feel free to ask any more questions that you may have. George Balanchine. September 5th, 1953. Dear George, wow, the more information I find out about this offer, the more that I like the way it sounds. Although I am not a huge fan of being the center of attention, I feel that your big cast will be a lot of fun to work with. So many people, so many shots that have the potential of being taken. And of all places of this to premiere, it being City Center would be even greater. I was just there a while back with my husband and 2 daughters seeing the revival of Oklahoma, which was a great show that was. It was such a great venue. I'm sure your work will go off fabulously there. This whole crazy thing I've going started with me wanting to document my pregnancy and my first daughter, Dune, and I've never put the camera down since. Speaking of pregnancy, I'm expecting in April. That was one of the reasons I needed to know how long this would run for. I have to say that I was a little hesitant at first when hearing this offer since it is not something that I would usually work on, but I definitely accept this offer. I cannot wait to collaborate with you on this, hoping for a great success and many memories made within the process that will be kept in pictures forever. I cannot wait to make a portfolio with all the new shots I will be taking during this time spent with you and your dancers. Hoping to be seeing you soon, Diane Arbus.